have the
Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Yeah, I'm good. Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2.
Restart that app because we're not seeing anything on that.
Settings.
Yeah, you're right.
Alright.
There you go.
Check it. Well, I'm not hearing it either, so.
Check 1, 2.
There it is.
Okay, yeah. Keep going.
Check 1, 2.
Yeah, keep going.
That's not the window either.
That went to mine.
No, I'm saying because she was doing it in the main. Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
You guys all set?
Yes, the image is this, right? Image and message or what it is.
Yeah, image, message,
And then.
yeah, and then whenever she fades to whoever's going first, or whatever that camera is, I guess that's the one. Then we'll go live.
Do you want me to hit it? Yeah, let's do it. Ready?
Ready.
Alright, don't you fuck this up for me.
Okay. I'll tell you when they're unmuted so that you can put them that they're unmuted.
Alright, cats.
Let's see if we broke it.
I didn't do my little thing to have my computer up as a news or
We are live to the app, so don't say anything about anybody that you don't
Unmuting now.
I think we're live.
Heck yeah. Hey everybody, welcome to the Tuned In for our second episode of Dummy Check. Here's I am dummy number 1, Rybar guitar.
Dummy number 2, also known as I'm with Dummy. I'm with Dummy. I'm with Stupid. One of those awful shirts. That's who I am.
Oh yeah. Do you and your wife have one of those shirts?
No, we don't.
That has something
don't.
that doesn't say anything, like a, I don't know, Gryffindor, Slytherin.
No, actually, what do you know? What house you're in?
I don't know the difference really. I know there's one good one and like 3 good ones and then one bad one, but I don't really know what characteristic. Is one of them like more in the sciences and then the other one more?
I guess it's kind of like cliques. I think so.
Okay, I didn't really read the books. I only know what
I didn't either.
From what information I can garner from the movies.
Yeah, I definitely didn't read the books either. What about you ladies in there in the control room? We got Sydney and Sarah.
What's up, interns? Producers? What do you want to call yourselves?
Producers.
She like producer sounds good to me.
So, do you guys know what house you're in?
Harry Potter?
Yeah.
Ravenclaw.
Ravenclaw? How do you know that?
You have to take a test.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
It's
So,
just
like,
I
what
just
characteristics about yourself make you a Ravenclaw? That might help me to understand what.
There you go. Yeah.
For me, it's intelligence.
Eat that mic for a second.
talk
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. It's just I hate to. I'm gonna sound so like.
Did you unmute the button? Did you hit the unmute button?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Kind of. Okay. It's just low on mine.
Intelligence.
Okay. And so Gryffindors are the dumb jocks.
I was going to say, clearly that means that I am not intelligent.
And Slytherins are the stupid snakes.
That sounds like an AHL team, just some minor league team.
The stupid snakes. You'll see them fight every weekend. What else about what did you say, Ravenclaw? What else about it? They're the smart ones.
The intelligent ones.
They're the smart ones. Yeah.
Okay. I need to do a little more research on my Harry Potter lore.
Sydney, what about you? Do you know?
I took a test a long time ago and it said I was a Slytherin, but I don't know what
Oh, you're diabolical is what that means. What do y'all? What kind of activities do you guys have for us ladies? This is my favorite. It's a nice day because I never know. It's always a surprise. I don't know. It's like it's almost like going to therapy a little bit. I don't know what crazy question these girls are going to ask me and make me dig up my past. Oh, that's delicious.
Okay, so our first question is, what is the biggest life lesson you've learned from a video game, movie, or TV show?
Always break open pots and pans and bushes just in case there's gems inside. Thank you, Zelda. All right, Ryan, your turn.
If you eat mushrooms, you think you'll be larger.
Yeah.
That's a hard one.
Use your body to clean raw plumbing.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
With great power comes great responsibility. That's always a good one. That one sticks to me.
Mm-hmm.
Although I never was a big comic book guy. I don't know why. I guess maybe I went and saw the Spider-Man movies when I was younger.
Yeah, I don't think I.
You don't get life lessons from movies or books,
especially not video games. Remember no Russian. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know what I've learned from Tiger Woods golf.
Yeah. This is how you swing a club
Patience.
in 64-bit.
You learn patience, and you learn that Tiger Woods is superhuman.
Yeah, I don't think I learned anything. I haven't learned anything from
anything ever.
Any morals, nothing. No, I'm trying to think of one. There might have been one at the end of Goodnight Moon, but that's probably the last book I read. I got nothing.
Yeah.
All right, back to you, ladies. What do you got? Well, I want to know their answers.
Mm-hmm.
Was it a TV show, movie, or video game? You said.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't think of that.
That's a hard question.
Yeah.
But it's a good question.
That is a good question. Yeah. I'm trying to think. I don't know.
I guess we'll have to come back to that.
So since we're on the topic of movies and TV shows, I have a question for you guys.
Shoot.
So discuss your least favorite movie or show ending, just an ending that you hated, and then provide an alternate ending. Please say spoiler alert for the audience for whatever show you're about to talk about.
All right, spoiler alert. Passion of the Christ.
Ha! Ho!
That's
a lot. That's
What?
a lot.
What?
What part?
That wasn't a really good ending to watch, man.
Oh, man. We both saw
No one's watching the stream.
We both saw Game of Thrones.
Yeah, but I didn't even want to bring it up.
Well, that's the major one. Spoiler alert. Game of Thrones ending sucks terribly. I don't know what specifically I would have done different, but probably anything. It was all there. It was like they said, to hell with what these characters have been for 7 seasons before this.
I think I would have wanted to see Daenerys just become everything that she hated.
Yeah.
And just flip that and just, what's the all power corrupts all, or however that.
Yeah, just go full head crazy because her dad was crazy too, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
it would have been. There's a lot they could have done with that, but then now they just decided to kill her with love and righteousness.
Yeah. I really am not going to be able to answer a lot of things about books.
Well, I mean, I'm trying to think of another TV show that really disappointed me like that. What was the one? There's one on Showtime, like Fireflies or something that.
I never watched that. Firefly?
Or something. Oh no, that's a different show.
You're talking about Lost?
Yeah, no, there's a new one. Oh God, what's it called? They're all like a soccer team plane crashes in the woods, and they're trying to figure out what happens.
Alive?
What do you mean alive? Yeah, like they crash.
No, are you talking about the movie that was made in the 80s?
No, maybe they repurposed it.
You know about that? The rugby team that crashed in the Andes Mountains and ended up having to eat each other.
Oh no!
It became a movie in the 80s called Alive. These are the only things that stick in my head. This is why I can't read books, because if I read books, then I'm just going to be like, remember that one time that, I don't know, something happened with that girl from 50 Shades of Grey?
Yeah.
And that's what would...
I don't think I have ADD, but there's plenty of times where I'm like, did I just read a whole page?
Oh, absolutely.
How many times?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Did I just read an entire page? Because if I did, I didn't process it.
Right. Dude, I've been there so many times.
So,
Okay, I want to know from you ladies, what's a lesson that you've learned straight from a book? Just a book. Or the worst ending from a book, I guess. That was the question. Sorry, already ADD, already jumping around.
who did what? They're like discussing amongst themselves, planning out their, plotting their answers. What should we say? How do we sound cooler?
Worst ending from a book. Let me think. Do you have one? I will mention Game of Thrones because the book series kind of cut off before the end of the show series.
Uh-huh.
And that ending upset me greatly.
The book ending?
Yes.
More so than the TV ending?
Well, the book ending wasn't a real ending. It was more of it was like to be continued, but
Where did they
hasn't
leave
been.
off in the book?
Okay, spoiler alert, if anyone's watching who I don't think anyone is. Who hasn't finished Game of Thrones, stop listening now. They leave off when Jon Snow dies.
Oh.
With nothing set up for resurrection. So I was upset. So that's probably the worst ending.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's like half the... What season is that?
I think that's right after the New Testament.
That's like two or three seasons in the show.
It
No.
might
So
be
there was
season
that
5.
much written?
It
Yeah,
was
that's
book
like,
5.
I think that's 5, yeah.
Wow. Really?
It's
wow.
pretty late, yeah.
Okay. Dang.
And it's just, I don't know. That is, now we're just talking about the Bible again, because isn't that what happened? Spoiler alert. The end of the Bible. We haven't,
Oh, man.
Least favorite ending of a book.
least
Bible.
favorite ending of a book.
That's funny.
We're really hopeful for the next one. But still hasn't written that final chapter. He's slower than George R.R. Martin. All right. Next.
No comment. No comment. Although I did watch a cool documentary on this guy who found it's called like the Ark Before Noah. This guy found this tablet that has instructions for building the ark that are almost the exact same, but it's just a different person. So it's just, that ark story is just super, super old. This was like precedes it for like 2,000 years or something like that. But they build a life-size version of it, and it's just basically this giant circular basket.
Are you talking about the Steve Carell movie?
Nope. I wish that was a documentary.
But there's no way that the ark could be like... There's no way. If we're getting into that, then we just have to say every species.
No, well, that's probably embellished, but I bet that like
billions of insects.
They had instructions for exactly how much bamboo you would need to weave this giant thing, and they're like, okay, we can't really build one to full scale because the trees that we have around here won't support the weight, so we're going to do like 3/4 size. It's still, absolutely massive,
right?
And they built it, and it floats, and it.
Is it bigger than...
It's got rooms that you could section off and put 2 animals of each into.
Is it labeled is it now a Carnival cruise? Because that seems like something.
That's funny.
Does it? What's the buffet situation like on?
Oh, there's no food. It leaks a lot. It's sealed with mud, but it's pretty crazy that it's the same little. It's just a bigger version of these like little. I forget what you call them. Like these little baskets that people just kind of float around in in the river now, where you're like standing, it's like knee high or waist high or something. And they just like kind of paddle.
So it's just a big version of that.
It's a giant version of it, and it kind of. You ever see like a drawing of the Ark, and it's got like the little house on it,
Yeah.
and then it like kind of, but it looks like a ship.
Yeah.
If you actually look at one of those circle things, like it does that because you can't. It's like that's why it's just like a fat ship. Like a lot of those pictures just look like they're like, why is that damn Ark so fat? It's because it was a circle.
We
it
can't
wasn't.
say that, Ryan. They're called thick.
PHAT is what I'm.
Yeah. But what? So people were just standing in this giant basket.
Yeah, but this,
next to.
Yeah, this one's 2 stories though. Like it's humongous.
So, but where were the like
Cost $500,000.
the carnivorous animals?
I don't know. I would
You're
guess
just like walking around being like, God, I hope whatever bit me was not the black mamba.
Yeah, I'm guessing they just put some camels and goats and stuff in there. I don't know if they really tried to.
Well, what's really weird is there's that Ark Museum in Kentucky. Girls, have you been to that yet? That's actually something I want to go to.
Really?
Yeah, because it's like
Ark Museum?
Yeah, it was a full. Okay, this is Kentucky. They actually got funding from the state government to build the Ark.
Is this the one that says the dinosaurs are like 5,000 years old?
The Earth is 6,000 years old.
Oh,
It's
God.
basically a creationist museum, and it's just got a giant ark that they built. Fast forward, the project is not making nearly as much money as they told the state government before they started getting all the grants. Anyway, what I want to know is then if you're adding all the dinosaurs in there, you're going to be like, all right, now we have enough room for 2 Allosauruses, and maybe that's how the dinosaurs died out.
Yeah,
Humans were like, we're not putting them on a boat.
that's hard. It's hard to think about.
Grow some feathers, fly away.
An Ark museum.
It exists, man.
I'm impressed they put the lions in there, much less the dinosaurs.
There's no way, like, that's got to be just like an allegorical kind of
Yeah,
thing.
just some really mean cats.
There's no way that's like.
Some really mean house cats that they had around.
All right. Next, I'm sorry, we're getting into some things.
Who would play you in a movie?
Brad Pitt, probably. If I was gonna say anything,
I was gonna guess Jason Momoa for you.
I could probably like maybe Zach Galifianakis. Who? God, who do I look like?
I get Joe McHale all the time.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
Yeah.
I could totally see that.
Yeah.
What the more important question is what the hell would be the climax of this movie about me?
Oh yeah, like where are we headed?
Well, who's gonna watch that?
I still think it would be a lot. We should just have Jason Momoa play you, and then.
Yeah, I'm pretty ripped.
And I was thinking, for me, I would really love to see.
We couldn't afford Jason Momoa. We'd have to get Jason Mimosa,
Oh yeah, all right.
his cousin.
We're working on B movie.
Yeah. These are all the C actors that I
Yeah.
could get to play.
Well then, whatever the B movie equivalent of Kevin Hart, that's who I want to see play me.
Okay. I don't know what the B movie equivalent of that would be. Interesting.
What, I'm trying to like reach out,
Yeah.
do something different, or maybe a little person. Well, Kevin Hart's not very big. Ladies, who would play you in a movie?
Aubrey Plaza.
Yeah, I
That's
can
not
see
a real
that.
player. Wait, who is it? Aubrey Plaza?
She's in a lot of stuff. Funny girl.
Sydney.
Who plays Arya?
Oh my gosh, I was gonna say that for you. Maisie Williams for Sydney.
Okay. Yes, I could totally see that.
Wow. I didn't have anything ready to go, but is that just a doppelganger thing? Or were you saying like,
Yeah.
if I could have anybody play me,
It's got to look something like you.
I just want to go like Willem Dafoe and just see what happens because he's so awesome.
It was a firefight.
Yeah, I remember watching him in the first Spider-Man and being like, okay, Tobey Maguire. And then he has an entire like fight with himself in the mirror. Willem Dafoe does.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
He made that movie.
Yeah.
God, he did. He did a good job of that.
So when he showed up on set, he was like, all right, everybody, this is my back. Go ahead and climb on because I'm going to take you to the box office.
He was funny on SNL the other night.
Oh, he was on?
Yeah, a couple weeks ago. I have it recorded. We can watch it.
Okay. Thanks. All right. Next question. What do we got?
Okay. So moving on from film, we're going to move into music a little bit. Okay. Since it's Throwback Thursday, I've decided.
You were the one that did that?
Yeah, I invented Throwback
started the
Thursday.
trend.
You didn't know? That's what my movie's going to be about. Aubrey Plaza starring in it.
All right.
Anyway, what's one artist, music artist, writer, singer, whoever, who's no longer making music, either because they died or whatever, who you wish would come back for one more album?
Freddie Mercury.
Oh, that's really good. That's really good. I gotta think about this for a second.
I'm just thinking, like, if he had all of the tools available to an artist that are available today, what would Freddie Mercury be able to make happen?
He'd have there'd be a cool musical.
And I can't say anybody like in the classical world, because you know that if like Mozart were alive today,
Nobody would appreciate
he'd
it.
probably be the #1 Twitch streamer for Fortnite.
Yeah,
But I don't know.
Maybe the John Williams. I don't know. It's too complex to even really be cinematic music either.
Yeah.
I feel like people would not appreciate it. But, oh gosh. I mean, I would love for Stevie Ray Vaughan to come back and do, just because he was...
A guitar player?
Yeah, but incredible.
Anybody else?
I can't really listen to Audio Slave anymore since Chris
Yeah,
Cornell died.
man.
That one's been
Dude,
that one gets me.
That was a slow burn because I wasn't a big fan of any of that kind of alternative kind of stuff. And then later in life was just like...
I remember listening to one of their albums when I was a senior in high school, and I was like, man, this is really cool. I thought they were more like metal or something. I don't know, or it was like too grungy for me, but it was awesome. And like every time it comes out, I'm just like, man, that voice is gone. Mm-hmm. There's really nobody that sings like that.
Yeah. Ladies, back to you. What do you got? Somebody's going to say Amy Winehouse. I got you, Sydney. All right. Next, Sarah.
That's a good one. Mine's going to be Prince.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would say Amy Winehouse, but I used to be a huge Oasis fan, so I'm really waiting for the next album.
Third Eye Blind just came out with a new album.
Yeah, a couple months ago.
Yeah. So
it's good.
Is it?
Yeah.
Or are you just saying that?
No, it is pretty good. I listened to it on the road. Caitlin got me tickets. They're coming to Franklin in July. Like an amphitheater out there.
Oh, not like the Franklin Theater.
Yeah, I think it's outside somewhere.
Okay. Because the Franklin Theater, those tickets are like $300 a piece.
That would be... No, she didn't spend that. It is First Bank Amphitheater in Franklin.
There you go. All right. What else we got?
All right. Next question is, if you could create a new music genre for your own listening pleasure, what's the genre you're going to create, and then what artists are you recruiting to sing and write for that genre?
Man.
Say it again. All right.
That's a hard question.
Say the
So
question
That's a hard one. Sorry.
No, you're good.
It's a long question. If you could create a music genre for your own listening pleasure, just whatever combination of all your favorite genres or whatever, if that makes sense. If you could create your own genre, what would it be? And then what musicians would you recruit into that genre?
All right. I'm ready. I got it.
Go for it.
It's called It's called Sleep Aside, and the way that it starts is when you lay down. It's Dan Carlin, and he does a history podcast. But after about 50 minutes or so, like, it actually just has a very long fade out. And this is part of the style of this music. That's actually kind of like the intro to the song, and he fades out, and then fades in of I don't know, probably some like noise rock person, but the only noises they can use are like white noise, probably some like bubbles, maybe sounds from like a satellite.
You should combine it with like a lucid dreaming effect. So whatever program it is, it triggers a lucid dreaming response, and so whatever history episode you're at, you can live it.
And then it'll just be like, because there's certain tones that'll make your brain go. And then at the very end of that, of let's say an 8-hour song, that actually just like all of a sudden hits to your third movement of the piece, which is just like jacking you up with some like old school like metalcore. So I'm gonna say like a Atreyu, and that'll like just be, that's how you wake up, just, and then you're just like ready to go. But all in all, like that's really hard to get a hold of albums like that because it won't fit on vinyl, because it's in total probably a 9-hour piece.
Yeah.
Sleep Aside, check it out on Spotify.
It'd be hard for you to get one full play.
Yeah. How many streams does your song have?
Half. Half of one, not even half of one. I don't know. When you asked that question, the first thing that popped into my mind was artificial intelligence music, which I feel like I've been hearing a lot more of lately, and that those options sound really interesting to me.
So instead of East Coast, West Coast, is it like Mac and PC?
I think you can. I mean, you can kind of drive it as an engine to whatever you want, but I think they can start using it in video games, and you can just kind of you can do it depending on mood or speed or what the thing is doing. But it would be interesting to somehow have that happen with just music on your phone or something, to where
it just starts playing.
Yeah, and it's creating stuff. There are people that have done an entire album, just released artificial with lyrics and everything.
But that's part of also music theory. Like, I mean, if you start getting into like some of the weird types of music, chance music, which is also called, music majors. What? Any idea? Aleatoric? I think it's aleatoric music.
I don't know.
Chance music. So you would basically like show up to an orchestra and you'd be like, "Hey, everybody has these 10 sheets of music. When I say go, pick a line on one of these 10." And there's no way for you to like know what those chances are. So in the same way, you're training AI to combine things, but you're never going to be able to have enough information to know exactly how that combination is going to come together.
Well, yeah.
So we've just been doing that with humans, with meat puppets, and now we'll just do it with PC
But
and Mac version of
computers
Biggie and Tupac.
are 10 times better at it, because they can calculate probably every possibility of that, because they can do it like 10 at a time.
Yeah, but I don't want to give them my job, man.
No, that's the scary thing.
Or maybe I do, just so I could be like, all right, everybody can shut up. They figured it out. We're good.
Yeah, but it is kind of like that thing. Like, I think it was Jaco Pastorius or whatever would go record, and they would all go. It was like a 3-piece thing, and I think they would just pick a key, and they wouldn't listen to each other, and they would just play.
Oh,
They made a song out of it.
that's some avant-garde Sun Ra kind of
Dude,
thing.
yes, that's people that are too good at something, and they're just trying to make life more difficult for their own pleasure.
I mean, you're just doing it because you can at that point.
Yeah, I'm sure Clark Singleton's yelling at the phone right now if he's watching and saying, "No, this is not. Don't talk about bass, you idiot."
Well, what else we got?
What albums are you listening to this week?
Short history of it's a podcast from Noiser, British made. Paul McGann is the narrator. Just finished an episode on pyramids. Right before that was something about Rosa Parks. Highly recommend.
We were just listening to John Moreland's LP5 album this morning in the studio.
And you're going to that show tonight.
I'm going tonight. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what else I put in the library. But yeah, John Moreland's awesome. If you like kind of depressing, singer-songwriter stuff, but done. This album's way more upbeat to me than the other ones, but I think it's awesome.
We have been checking out Ace Monroe lately, which is a band from Nashville that we're going to be having on in studio on the 27th.
February 27th.
7 p.m. Central. So
live show right here at Tuned In Live.
Yeah. Kind of some cool stuff that they're doing, though, as far as the old school vibe, little Zeppelin,
classic rock stuff. Like it. Dig it.
All down.
It's coming back. People are tired of electronic music and AI BS.
Yeah. What about you guys?
Do you have one?
I've been listening to Snail Mail's Lush on repeat.
Cool.
So it's been pretty good.
I need to learn what that means.
Snail Mail?
No, I haven't heard of that band. What kind of music is it?
It's like a little kind of grungy, but more like alternative rock.
I will check it out. Or we'll listen to it when we're packing up.
Yeah. Totes and goats.
Sarah, what you got?
Okay, I've been listening to some Foo Fighters.
Oh, which one?
Oh my gosh, the one I listened to today was There's Nothing Left to Lose. Liked it.
Yep.
And then my teacher's been talking a lot about To Pimp a Butterfly. Like, won't stop talking about it. So I put it on. I've listened to the first two
What's that
songs
one
of it.
again?
Kendrick Lamar.
Yes.
Just
Kendrick
like jaw
Lamar
on the
is
floor on the drive
ridiculous.
over here. So good. I've only listened to the first two songs, but it's amazing. Can't wait to hear the rest of it.
Yeah, that stuff will get you pumped too.
I haven't checked it out, man.
It's awesome, dude. It really is.
I need to stop listening to podcasts and actually listen to music again.
Well, when you play drums for 3 hours downtown, I do the same thing when I'm leaving downtown gig. I put NPR on.
Yeah.
I'm not listening to, for sure.
Yeah, your ears are like muscles. You just gotta rest
chill
them up.
out. But have you liking the Foo Fighters? You seen the Sound City documentary?
I haven't seen it. I need to.
So good.
That's really
and
awesome.
it's like more about the console than it is about the band, so you'll super enjoy it as a
Okay,
audiophile.
they've got a little movie coming out too. Someone showed me that recently. They've got like a horror comedy movie starring the Foo Fighters coming
funny.
out.
They'll be good at it.
So
That's awesome.
I think Miss Jenny Teeter is watching us on Instagram.
No way. What
I
up,
think
Jenny?
so. That's awesome. Hey, Jenny. If you guys, if anybody else is out there watching, probably not. But if they are, make sure to go check out Miss Jenny Teeter, Teator. She's a great rock and roll artist here in Nashville that we've had on a couple times in the studio. So, really awesome. What else we got?
Let's do one more question,
Yeah.
if there is one.
What makes you the most proud about your career so far?
Ooh.
That I'm still here, I guess.
Yeah, that's a big one.
There's I think the biggest thing in Nashville is like everybody comes and tries to see what they can do, and then the problem is that once you get into all the different parts of being a musician and being successful in Nashville, some people just get either really jaded or they get to a point where they're just not seeing any success, or third option is that they won't take any criticism. They still think that they're, the best out there. So I guess the most proud is that I could, potentially go to future kids and be like, yeah, I played in Nashville and I did that for, going on 9-10 years kind of a thing.
It's crazy to think about.
But I mean, especially with the pandemic, man, so many musicians.
I don't know how people move here now.
Yeah.
And do it. I was, paying $350 in 2012 when I moved here for a one room and a nice 4-bedroom house. It was, now, holy crap, no way.
Yeah, it's so expensive, and there's so many more musicians. Everybody's talented. But we've said this before that just if you move to town and all you do is play an instrument, like you're not going to be able to be successful.
It's a hustle.
You have to be able to do other things, and you have to be willing to learn new skills instead of just diving deeper and deeper into your one thing that you do, because there's only 6 gigs for just a guitar player that doesn't do anything else.
Mm-hmm.
So I think just being here, that's my crowning achievement.
I'm still here.
Mm-hmm.
I guess for me it was got to hear myself play guitar on the radio.
That's right, dude. I remember when you recorded that. So, if anybody out there doesn't know, Rybar was actually hired. This is going to sound like I'm starting off a very different story. He was hired to get in the back of a bus, and a guy paid him money for him to pull out his guitar, and then he pulled out his computer and record a guitar part that ended up being on a #1 hit country song.
Yeah.
Of the Billboard Country Top 100.
Yeah, right place, right time kind of thing. That is Nashville. And just keeping yourself open for opportunities, I guess, because I'm not a studio guitar player by any means.
And they went back and re-recorded it and liked your parts so much that they ended up keeping.
That is true. I did add to the vibe of the song.
Yeah. So it wasn't just I did a little demo thing. It was like they had professional guys. Well, not saying you're not professional, but they had guys that were studio dudes come in and re-record that song. And even after all that, they were like, we like this guy from the back of the bus plugged into a laptop. That's the kind of thing we want.
Yeah, I just played what the producer told me to do.
Well, he was right. And that's probably why
he's good at it. Shout out to Mr. Corey Crowder for that.
Yeah.
Cheers.
That's awesome, man. I always forget about that.
I'm also a ghost player on a Canadian record, but I don't think I can legally talk about it.
We got Miss Sarah Sue, which might be because it's Sarah Sue 1234 has joined. Hi,
hey.
Sarah Sue. That might be a fake name. I don't know.
Probably not.
Her favorite number is 1,234. It's almost mine, which is 1,235. But
pretty close. You guys are meant to be.
yeah. Anything else from you ladies in there? Do you guys have any? What are proud moments for you guys?
Also, just being here.
Yep, it's a big deal.
Is that
Making
something
it
that
through.
happened after the pandemic? That
Yeah.
everybody's just like, just alive is pretty nice.
I
I'm
woke
glad
up
that
on this
alive.
side of the dirt, so it's a good day.
I like that. That's a song.
Oh, that's like some old Southern crap. I didn't make that up.
Yeah. Sydney, what are you most proud of?
Both just being here. And I was able to set up a bunch of house shows during the pandemic that were social distance and everything that were really fun. So I was happy about that.
That is cool.
Yeah, I guess I'm pretty proud of Toon Den.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Like the show that we're on. I mean, it is pretty cool that this is a studio that functions as a broadcasting thing. We're so inside of this machine right now that we can't see the outside at all.
You know, yesterday I brought lacrosse sticks because I was like, it's so nice. I'm gonna get some time to just like play some wall ball or whatever.
Yeah.
I went and picked up Michelle from work, and she's like trying to push the like my long pole. She's like, why do you have the long pole in your car? What are you doing? I was like, I thought I was gonna have time to play catch, but I couldn't.
Nope.
I was in a closed off room with no windows. Oh my gosh. Sorry, Sydney. I just realized that we had been doing something also. So you had to put groups together, and then you had... Was this through school, or was this you just like took it upon yourself that like you needed to have some music playing and people needed a way to see some music?
Yeah, so it wasn't through school. I just always wanted to be able to run my own shows in Nashville. And in my head, I just thought, like, you needed to be in a concert venue or something like that. But my friends and I were able to create this company called Key Change. And it's like every show, there's a different venue and a different group of bands. And it comes out like 3 days before the show. So it's always a new crowd, which is great.
Sweet. Do you sell tickets?
Yeah, we do.
Whoa. How about alcohol? Do you sell alcohol?
We're not allowed to.
Good. That was a good answer.
I didn't see Key Change on your resume.
Yeah, it's a new thing. We have had like 3 shows so far, and it's gone really well. We had like 200 people come at our last show, but yeah, it's new, so I'm not trying to like promote it quite yet. But
Yeah, it's got to be pop-ups. Kind of like can't let the popo know about it.
All right, so everybody that just heard about that,
Forget it.
forget it. That's under the Tuned In umbrella now.
Yeah, we own it. You said it on the air. It's ours. Congratulations. All right. I think this is enough of our BS for one Thursday.
We have checked in with the dummies officially. They are still dummies. Thank you to Sarah and Sydney, who are producing our shows and apparently also Key Change shows
Yep.
that you can check out. Double duty. Like we said, you can't just do one thing when you come to town.
Heck yeah.
They're going to be successful entrepreneurs and producers, and they're going to make interns of their own cry someday, I'm sure. Can't wait. All right. Say bye, ladies.
Hasta
Bye.
luego.
We'll see you next week. Let's fade that to black.
Just with the dial. Top left.
She can get it.
Come on.
Oop.
That.
Oop. Oop.
I don't know what she's doing.
Wrong dial. Wrong. On the switcher. This is the best part of the show right now. No, stay in here, Ryan. Let's see if we can get her. No. Oh, come on. All right. On the switcher. Top left. Damn it.